Yo, what it do? What it do, chat? What's good? What's good? I see DD and Carnage already going back and forth. Like they supposed to be. Like that's their job, is to go back and forth every day, all day, but nothing. And DD, hopefully you get a cure to COVID here and that passes soon for you, with not too many lingering effects. Yo, what it do, Daniel Barry, brother. You gotta go check out at my channel and go check out the other stream. This is just the temp. What's good though? DD, Birds, Carnage, Tampa. I see you. I see you. I see all of y'all. Appreciate everybody tuning in, tapping in, doing your thing. Much love to all of you. I got a couple of videos. Michael Irvin is actually live right now. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm sure he is being awfully reckless, but it says that he's talking about the Nuggets head coach getting fired. I don't know what really he has to offer on that situation, but no, that's backwards. All right. But what's good? Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. Just got a couple of things that we can get in here and talk about. All right. Just hoping to let a few people build up in here. What's good? What's good? Hopefully, what's going on, Dream? What you got going on? If you guys are in this stream right here, you guys will be able to hear the audio for the stream. But just so you know, you guys are in an alternate stream that is a secondary stream to my normal stream. If you go to my page, you will be able to find that there is another live stream, and you will be able to watch the videos to the audio that you're going to hear in this channel. So, hey, you could stay here if you want. That's perfectly fine. Make sure you hit the likes and subscribe button if you're new. But you guys will be hearing audio to videos that I'm reacting to. But if you go on my channel, you'll find the other video that you will be able to watch the videos that I'm reacting to along with listening. So, hey, just letting you guys know the deal on that. If you look, we are live. We will be reacting to videos. So there's 2 lives on my channel right now. This is just the audio version of it. That'll be the video version of it. So tap in if you want. Stay here if you want. Either one's cool with me. Just let me know what's good. What up, Florence? What up, Emmy? What's good? What's good? Alright, Dee Dee. You have a good night, girl. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. If Michael Irvin isn't catching a ball, you a fool, Carnage. You a fool, brother. You are a fool. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get into some stuff here. Alright. First one I got is a video of AOC. He's talking about the Dallas Cowboys fans need to hear what Emmitt Smith said about the Cowboys. He posted this a couple of hours ago. If you guys like the video to this, make sure you go check it out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and click in this video. I got to get it loaded up for the visual side of the stream real quick. Share. Buzz it full screen. Switch it over. Bam. Just like that. And here we go. Let's go. Where's my audio? Hold up. There we go.
My side of the fence, my fellow Sigma brother. Emmitt Smith has something to say to Cowboys fans, and he has a warning that he wants to send out to Cowboys fans as well. And it sounds oddly familiar if you've been listening to good old Attack on Cowboys. Let's take a listen to what Emmitt Smith had to say about the Dallas Cowboys.
Shout out to AOC. Again, he always putting good content.
Be sure to subscribe. More Dallas Cowboys content.
Did she, Birds?
All right,
so,
here we go.
Emmett, how tired do you get about people talking about the drought with the Cowboys? The 29 years, haven't been to an NFC Championship game since when you were playing.
I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of it for 2 reasons. One, we have allowed others to come and
thank you, Em. This is just my living room.
And make fun of the star. And that's what happens when you give other people or other organizations. Now all of a sudden, the last 20 years, they win 2 Super Bowls. They think they're the best thing on the doggone planet. And everywhere I go Birds. I'm sick of hearing go Birds. I'm always asking, where you going?
Man, he going in. He tired of hearing about the birds. Birds.
You still got a long way to go to catch up.
Still got a long way to go.
Exactly.
But
And that's the type of mentality Cowboys fans should have towards this situation, man.
I agree.
And
I
keep
agree.
on something he said because he was spitting.
I believe he is in Texas. I believe he's in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. He goes to a lot of Dallas events, Carnage. So I'm pretty sure he is local. When he first made his page, it used to be Attack on Prescott. But he changed it. He said that era is done. So now it's just Attack on Cowboys, and that's just the way his channel is. I don't know the full story behind it. If you go watch, I'm sure he has a video breaking that down, though. So, I mean, if you guys do like his content, go check out his page. I think he's a dope Cowboys content creator. Hey, don't let him steal you guys from it, though. Hey, share the love, but don't steal.
And I don't even know if good old Emmett knew just how heavy he was spitting right there. We have allowed others to infiltrate our psyche and be able to freely criticize the star, whether it's another organization, and let that impact how we as Cowboys fans go about rooting for our team.
Yeah, he's dope. He's got some dope stuff, and he's posting. He doesn't do a lot of live streams, Carnage. He don't do a lot of live streams, but he posts a lot of videos, and he's got the updates. I get a lot of updates from him. I know he knows Micah Parsons' brother Terrence personally. He has hung out with Terrence Parsons. Him and Law Nation. I don't know if you've heard of Law Nation, Carnage. I don't know, bro. You probably like his content, yo. He'll crash out on screen, get his point across for sure, Maybe not crash out, but you know what I mean. He's gonna go ham on it. What up, Billy? I don't know about the Kingdom part over there, but over here it's Dallas Kingdom. All right.
Or let that impact about how we as Cowboys fans feel about our team, or whether that be people within our own Dallas Cowboys media ecosystem, and that's old media and new media, including
including himself. He is part of new media.
Creators, Twitter people, anything. We have let people infiltrate the Cowboys community that may not have the best at heart for the star. Here's the thing about my platform. Whether or not
we got a few over here too, huh, Carnage?
You like my message all the time, when you really sit back and think about it, what am I trying to get you to do? I'm trying to get you to enjoy being a Dallas Cowboys fan again while keeping you tapped in with reality. But instead of always looking at the glass half empty point of view, I'm trying to get you guys to look at the glass half full point of view, because that's how you have that pride. So when you
they got Chiefs though.
able to say,
and a whole bunch of foot soldiers.
Y'all still got a long way to catch up with us. That's when you still are able to walk.
And that's that mentality. The Eagles fans like, oh, but they dusty. I don't care. You still ain't caught them. They dusty just means that you taking forever to catch up. That's all that means. If they're dusty, it's because you're taking too long to catch up, man. We're going to have to stop giving you this leap of faith here and take our 30 years back and come back for it. Because the first 35 years of the Dallas Cowboys, we put up 5 of them. It took you 60 years to get 2 of them. So, hey, we can talk our shit if we want to.
Around with your head held up high, and you're not the laughing stock, and people don't just feel comfortable coming into your state.
Yo, I like the alien carts. Those things are fire, man. There's some good flavor to them. I ain't had an alien cart in a minute. Alien carts, if you ever see my video, send me a pat.
And taking it over, and people don't feel comfortable doing parades in the city and all that stuff just because they beat us in week 3 or 4 of the NFL regular season. So let's get back to it, man. This is good stuff right here by Emmett.
That part bugs me. It bugs me because in my heart, I truly believe our organization should be contending for an NFC championship.
I ain't got no reason to hate Dak. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan by any means. but he's who we have. So unless he gets hurt and we can root for Joe Milton, he's who I'm gonna root for. I'm gonna support the people on my team because I'm not gonna tear down a piece of my team because that's just gonna hurt the team as a whole. So I ain't for that.
And even the Super Bowl at least once or
I'd rather
twice
stay positive.
every decade. 'Cause every
Positivity's
team
gotten me much further.
recycles every decade.
Right.
I'll get negative about what I gotta get negative about, but for the most part, we're gonna stick to the positivity.
And so,
And that right there, that's real. That's real. I can completely understand that. And I feel like as a fan of a blue chip organization in your sport, whether you're a Yankee fan, a Boston Red Sox fan, a Los Angeles Dodger fan, Atlanta Brave fan, whether you're a LA Laker fan, a Boston Celtics fan, in football, if you're one of the fans of a blue chip organizations, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, any of these blue chip organizations, now the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're one of the fans of these organizations, I think that is a reasonable expectation to have, is at least once every football generation, which a football generation is about a decade, right? After about a decade, you're going to see a whole new host of guys playing the game. So once every 10 years or so, you do want to see your team. If you're a blue chip organization, man, you're not the Panthers out here or something. You do want to see your team being put in position at least to be able to compete at that level. And I think the Cowboys, over the last couple of decades for sure, I think they've had at least a couple of runs where they had an opportunity to make that.
Yeah, we've definitely had times and years that we've had an opportunity. Now, those also years, I'm going to say the Cowboys were soft front runner team at that time. And those opportunities were wasted because we didn't have a defense that could stop the run. And we couldn't effectively run the ball. So everything was relied upon on Dak. And man, that ain't what we want. We need a balanced team that we're not relying on Dak to throw the ball 40 times a game because that ain't gonna get us nowhere. We've seen what that gets us. It can get him close to an MVP. It can get him second team All Pro, but it ain't getting us a Super Bowl. So we need to have a balanced team where we have a positive run game that we can use, where we also have a secondary receiver so that teams can't just take away the one receiver that we have, and then we can't run the ball. So then what are we stuck doing? Holding the ball too long, scrambling, making bad plays, throwing the ball where it don't need to be. Yeah, but there was play calling involved in that game that was horrible. The play calling in that game was horrible. If you don't understand how bad Mike McCarthy's play calling put some of our players in bad position, they weren't put in the position to win. They were put in position to fail. Mike McCarthy does not know how to call plays. What did Aaron Rodgers dog Mike McCarthy on when he left Green Bay? That he's lazy with play calling, that he's bad with time management. All things that were on full display with Mike McCarthy as a Dallas Cowboy coach. One of the worst play callers I've seen. All the good play callers design plays to look very similar in different packages so that they can build off of each play. What you think is a run this play may be a pass. But then you go and switch it up, but it looks the same. Most coordinators know how to do that, and then they can add some flair by throwing some trickery in there, hooking ladders, and double backs, different things like that. But it's just wild that Mike McCarthy just put plays on a list and called them to call them. There was no real dynamic or thought process that he put into his play calling. His first 60 plays or whatever he starts the game with on that sheet, man, those things are just random as hell. None of them are to build off of each other. Not one of those plays. And then we get to the second, third quarter, and he'd start throwing a couple plays out there that look real good, and the team started doing real good, and then he'd switch it right back up and throw some dumb shit out there again. And then it was just what the are you doing, Mike McCarthy? Why did we just run that play? Why on 3rd and 1 are we throwing it to our running back over at the damn numbers on the sideline and hoping? Why are we not just running the ball or throwing the ball deep? Why are we throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3? Why are we throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 4 and 5 or whatever those plays were. They were garbage. They were garbage. I was constantly questioning, why are we running this play? What are we doing? I'm glad Mike McCarthy's gone. Jason Garrett was no better. Mr. Clapper, clap on, clap on, clap on, clap on. Like, Big Red, nah, man, he was no better. He did not know what he was doing.
Catching the ball but not catching it, or Tony Romo fumbling the snap at Seattle, or Dak with the failed slide, or the defense getting the doors blown off of them by the LA Rams, or whatever it may be. There's been situations.
And people say that Dallas and Dak had a dominant O-line. Dak had a dominant O-line for like the first 2 years of his career, and then we started losing pieces. They got hurt, they got old, and it was never the same. We've constantly been rotating offensive linemen for the last 10 years, just trying to figure out what fits. And it started once we lost Lael Collins, and then Terrence Steele came in, and then Terrence Steele failed, and then Travis Frederick left, and then Zach Martin gets hurt, and then Tyron Smith leaves, and then now Zach Martin's gone. Now it's completely depleted, and we're rebuilding it. We got 2 solid pieces that I like, and that's Tyler Smith and Cooper Beebe. Tyler Guyton needs to show me more. Tyler Guyton needs to show me more. He got rings as a backup, Carnage. He got rings being the backup to Troy Aikman. That man didn't have to do nothing to get those rings. Nick Foles did more as a backup to earn his rings. What up, Quick? What it do? What it do? I'm going to stop this slum. I need to go to more Royals lives. Hey, well, bro, you in the wrong one. Go on my channel quick. You've been missing for a minute, brother. You even lost your moderator wrench because you've been missing for so long. But, bro, go into my channel and click the other live stream that has the double R with the star on top of a Cowboy star. Click that live stream. That's where people are. That's where you need to be. That's where you can hear the video to the audio that I'm playing in the background.
Situations where I feel like this team has been put in position to make a decent run, especially given the big.
Sometimes your thought process is flawed, Carnage. Sometimes your thought process is very flawed.
That was out there in the playoffs that they would have had to play against, right? So there's been some runs that we really, really want to have back, but I agree with him right there. That's completely
2016 was a good year for us that we just messed it up. The Romo year where he fumbled in Seattle was a bad one. The one 2020 was good that we kind of fumbled it up, and then the rest have been slop.
That was a team we all thought.
The rest of those years have been slop. We were soft, butter team that couldn't do nothing and giving away yards on defense to running backs like we just weren't there to play.
Had the talent to get to it, at least an NFC title game or a Super Bowl.
It's on the same channel, Quick, it's on the same channel. Just click the thumbnail next to my name in this live stream and go to my channel, and there'll be 2 videos. Hold up, look. If you go to my channel, look, there's 2 live streams right now. Let me refresh this. This is the live stream you need to be in. If you go to my channel, I'm just refreshing it. Give it 2 seconds. You see, you're in this one right now, Quick. You need to be in this one. This is the live stream that you need to be in. Let's Talk Football with RTC. Not the Talking Football with Royal Cowboys. This channel, this stream right here is just for me to help guide you to that channel. I mean, you can stay in here as well, but you're not going to be able to watch the videos that I'm reacting to tonight.
It feels like
there you go.
Cowboys,
there you go, bro. You got it. You got it, Quick.
To win a playoff game, to get to a Super Bowl, to win a
Quick,
Super Bowl.
be
like
slow sometimes.
ESPN, you see Stephen A. Smith talking about the Cowboys,
And it's talking about the Cowboys regardless.
yeah, and it's something. It feels like, to me at least, it's something that other teams don't have. Like if you play in even Green Bay or something
Carnage,
else.
you're a
Like, you
fool.
don't feel that pressure to get out of the first round.
I
And
see
watching
you,
that
bro.
game
I
against
see
the
you.
Packers,
Quick's been around for a while.
it
Quick
really
used to
felt
be a
like
moderator,
offensively and
Carnage.
defensively,
He
it was
lost
one
his
of the worst
moderator
games of
because
the
I didn't
year.
know where
It
he
felt like
went.
the pressure got to him.
What up,
Like, do you
DD?
think
I
there's
see you.
something to the pressure with having the star on the helmet? Just
You can hang out there if you want and help me guide people over to the right
trying
channel.
to move
DD.
on.
I'm gonna say this. These guys.
Quick, don't listen to him, bro. Quick. Carnage is his name. There's a reason his name is Carnage. Don't take him personal. Think that you're doing anything wrong, Quick. Don't let him get you in your head, brother. Don't let him trick you out your position. Hold your position. Hold your position.
They know.
Yo, what up, Jeff Lee? What it do? What it do, my brother? What is good? Just so you know that there is 2 streams on my channel. This is the main stream where you get to watch the audio that you're hearing me play in this one. So you can stay here if you want, or you can go to the other stream that's on my channel, because there's 2. But this one you only hear the audio. That one you'll be able to watch it. So it's up to you if you want to stay or go. But you can stay here or go to this one. This one is the better one though, because you get to watch the video. There you go, Didi. Appreciate you.
What they're walking into.
Yeah.
Right. You may not know the extent, but you got to feel the history of the Cowboys. You have to know the history of the Cowboys before
I hear you,
even get
brother.
drafted. Some of these
You
guys
good,
players
you
are
good,
playing
Quick.
for their favorite team that they've ever wanted to play for. That is not pressure.
There ain't no lady over here.
That's you stepping into history and recognizing where you are and how you can help impact that history.
Yes, sir,
going
Jeff. Yes,
forward.
sir,
If you
brother.
have the right mindset to adopt the pressure of being a Dallas Cowboy, if you
Hold
walk
on, I missed what he said.
and recognizing where you are and how you can help impact that history going forward. If you don't have the right mindset to adopt the pressure of being a Dallas Cowboy, if you walking in thinking that, okay, I got a star on my helmet, I'm gonna be great.
No, you good, Jeff Lee,
It
man.
doesn't work that way.
Stay
You have
blessed,
to
brother. I'll
transform
catch you on
not
the
only your
flip
mind,
side and
but
make
you gotta
tomorrow great on
transform your
purpose,
body
bro.
physically
We're gonna be on here for
to embrace
probably till about
all
11, and then
that
we're gonna hop
history
off.
that comes along with it.
No
Because-
longer than 11
And
o'clock.
I'll never forget this. When I got drafted by the Cowboys in '90,
Maybe sooner. Just depends
coming
on when the
into
videos run out.
Texas Stadium for the very first time. First time in the state of Texas for the very first time ever in my life. Knowing that I was drafted by the Cowboys, I didn't care about the Cowboys being 1-15. All I know is I'm playing for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm playing for America's team. That means something. Roger Staubach and so forth. So I
Don't
go
listen
down
to him, Didi.
in Texas Stadium. That
Don't worry about it.
They take me into Texas Stadium. I get the chance to walk down to the field. And as I step onto the football field,
What up,
I look
OG?
around and I see the Ring of Honor.
What's good?
I
What's good, OG? What's good with you, brother? What's good?
see great names up there. I can envision Tom Landry on the sideline. I can envision what Dorsett and Staubach and Drew Pearson and Ed Too Tall Jones, all these guys did. I can see them on the football field. Nobody's there, but I can see them on the football field. I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be at.
That's what I'm talking
And that's
about.
why I want to have my name up on that Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah.
If a player does not come in thinking like that, he's not the right player for the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, yo, I agree. If a player does not come into the Cowboys Stadium and think that he deserves or wants to be up on that Ring of Honor, then I don't want him on the team. If he don't want to be great, I don't want him to be over here.
Woo, speak on it. Speak on it. If you're not chasing greatness, you do not need to wear that star on the side of your helmet, man. You do not need to wear that star on the...
He does it to everybody, Didi. Like I said, don't take it personal. It ain't just you. It's everybody. He be dogging on everybody. He enjoys doing it to you, though, because you show that you get emotional back towards it. So when you show your emotions back towards it, it kind of feeds into the... That's just the way it works. So you just got to either give him shit back or ignore him.
the side of your helmet.
But don't let it get you in your feelings. Don't let it get you out your character.
So I look at us and I say, when you draft somebody,
I know. That's because he's not a true Dallas boy. As much as he says he loves the Cowboys, he's not. Man, come on now. He claims more Atlanta than he does Dallas.
They already got to know what's expected.
What up, Matt?
Right.
Hey, what up, bro? I said hi. What up? If you want, click into the other channel. You'll be able to watch the audio to this video, Matty. See? You'll be able to watch the audio to what you're listening to. You got to go into my channel and click the other live stream. I was in your next stream. You mean my last stream? I know. I saw. Well, you weren't my last one, but you were in my last stream that was on this channel. Yeah. I got you, brother. I got you.
Right.
They already have to know that there comes a long line of historians and the history that comes along with it that you have to embrace. You just cannot ignore it. And you have to figure out, what can I do?
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. That's just a blue bandana. What up, Van? What it do, bro? But no, yo, he does claim Atlanta. Ask him about it. He loves the Cowboys, he says. He does say this. But if you actually go at and listen to him talk, he claims Atlanta. I get that. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. He only won... Well, he won a championship with us. Didn't he? Did he win 2 with San Fran? Because he only won 1 Super Bowl with us. He won that last one with us in '95. But he didn't... Did he win 2 in San Fran? Or just 1? 1 with San Fran, 1 with Dallas, and then didn't win another one? Played in the playoffs for baseball. I know that, but...
To leave my mark on the game. And the game is bigger than me. And what do I need to do to help my teammates so they
You both
understand
suck.
what's important?
You both
And at
suck.
the end of the day, I shouldn't have to
I said
tell a
so.
player what's important.
Nah, I'm just
A
messing
player
with you.
should know what's important when you come into the Dallas Cowboys.
Who's underrated? Who's underrated? You talking about Dion? Dion's underrated? I don't know about all that. Dion gets plenty of praise. He gets plenty of praise for everything he does.
Right.
And I love Dion, man. Dion's awesome. There was nobody like him.
Right.
The craziest thing is as much as he talks the way he does off the field, that man never talks shit on the field. He never talked shit to his opponent on the field. He went out there and played his position, and he knew his play talked enough shit that he didn't have to talk his shit because the shit talking was already happening by the way he played the game. Oh, I agree, Carnage. I agree. No doubt. Yo, you could throw him in the argument for returner, too.
And that goes into the point that
Deion
I was making
Sanders, Van.
about 10. And if he still has that same mentality about not needing to watch film.
Hey, quick. I ain't trying to take your last dollar, brother. Hey, I appreciate the thought, though. For sure. Hey, showing me your time and your likes and your subs and your notification bells is just as valuable to me. So, I appreciate you, brother. Man, you need to get yourself back up in the positive, bro. Get yourself in the green.
Watch it with his position.
Don't be mean. Make your wallet fill of green.
You gotta be self-motivated for greatness, especially stepping into a stage like the Dallas Cowboys, man. You do not have time to try to teach guys to be professionals in the Dallas Cowboys.
Nah,
organization.
they
You don't
should
have time
already.
to try to teach guys how to want more for themselves. I'll put it like that.
They should already be professionals. They're getting paid at what they do. That's what makes you a professional.
For themselves, if they're going to play for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think that's some of the issue. We stand with some of the guys.
All right, so I'm going to end this clip here. I'm going to go and pull up a different one. See if we could find some stuff. Bad news for Russell Wilson, Jameson Winston, as Giants confirm plans NFL update. Let's listen. Oh, we got to read it? Bad news for Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, as Brian Daboll's QB plans are confirmed with Abdul Carter's move in spotlight. The shift could jeopardize both quarterbacks' future roles in the league, trending heavily in NFL circles. All right. Daily news update for the 4-8 Steelers.
What team has become very interested in Shadur? The Eagles are trying to make a trade. Who's changing their number? Find out.
Jalen Season been around for a minute, bro. He been around for a minute. He plays a lot of sports and isn't able to get on here a lot. He is younger, but he's always posting about likes, subscribe. He's always trying to be positive. So man, he gets what he gets. He's one of their first mods, I think. What up, Messi? Welcome in, brother. As the easiest schedule too, because that's how it is. Yeah, that's just usually it works at the schedule is made like this, all right? So in your division, whoever got last place is supposed to be getting the easiest schedule. It's called last place schedule. And then whoever's in first place usually gets a first place schedule, which is supposed to be the harder schedule. But right now, with how the teams are flip-flopping this year, with how they're going to be good, a lot of the teams that used to be bad teams are now becoming better teams. So therefore, some of these schedules that are supposed to be easy are looking tougher, and then some of these schedules that were supposed to be tougher are looking a little easier. It's kind of crazy.
The answer to all these questions right now on the NFL Daily News Update.
You ain't never seen Jalen Season? Yeah, and I think Jalen Season came in before Quick did.
Love the Tico Fantasy Show.
What's going on, people? My name's Tico, and we're 16 days away from the NFL Draft. But here's what's happening in the league.
16 days, folks, man. We getting there.
The Steelers are still heavily pursuing Aaron Rodgers, but they have a meeting scheduled this Thursday with Shadur Sanders. And with rumors that his draft stock is falling, that might even be a possibility.
Messi, if you're still in here, you're in the alternate stream, so you need to go to the channel and go to the other stream.
Stephon Diggs is going to be wearing the number 8 for the Patriots.
Yo.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
I can't wait. DeMarvion Overshawn, I believe, is getting his 0 jersey. That'll be the next jersey I buy if he gets it. If he gets that 0 jersey, Agent 0, DeMarvion Overshawn, Big O. Yeah, man. I'll be. No, yeah. He's always on the go. He doesn't hang out a lot. He doesn't hang out a lot. He comes in, he busts out some positivity, and then he usually goes on and keeps moving. Yeah, I know you've seen him before. All right, quick. But he's been around forever. What up, Sarah? What it do? What it do?
Gibbs is changing his number to 0. Jameson Williams is going back to number 1. And Tyrion Arnold is changing his number to 6 to honor his old teammate, Kyrie Jackson. The Falcons are bringing in Matt Ryan to mentor Michael Penny.
No way. Matt Ryan's coming back to the Falcons to mentor. That's crazy. That's the first I've heard that. That's crazy work.
Meanwhile, it doesn't sound like Kirk Cousins is going to be waiving his no-trade clause until after the draft. Adam Schefter is guaranteeing that the Eagles are going to make at least 2 trades during the draft.
No, Sarah.
Ohio State running back.
No, Sarah. He's been around for a while. He's literally been around since we were in the hundreds with our sub count. He just hasn't been around in a while, but he's been around for a while. Earlier, like probably week 9, 10 of the season.
Quinshawn Judkins is visiting with the Bengals today. It's being reported that Teteroa McMillan is falling down draft boards, with some teams viewing him as the 3rd or 4th best receiver in this class. I couldn't tell you why, but the Browns are reportedly becoming very interested in both Jackson Dart and Jalen Milroe. Kyle Shanahan says that Christian McCaffrey is healthy, but the team will be adding a running back in the draft. The Jags and Raiders both started their voluntary...
Christian McCaffrey is doing exactly at San Fran what Saquon is going to eventually be for the Philadelphia. Notice that when Christian McCaffrey, C-Mac, went to San Fran, he had, what, 1.5 seasons of solid work where he stayed healthy for the first time in his career? Well, Saquon's on that same trending factor. He can easily go back to the ways that he was when he was in Giants land, being always hurt. I think Saquon's going to have those same thing happen to him. What up, Messi? They're being ruined as we speak.
Off-season programs today. Gabe Davis is going back to number 13, which he wore in college and with the Bills.
Yo, what up, Jay? What it do, what it do? No, you're not actually the only one here, Jay. What you need to do, because I have 2 live streams going on, you need to go onto my channel and click on the other live stream. All right, see, like if you look over here, when I go back, you'll see that there's 2. You're on this one right here, Jay. You need to be on this live stream right here. That's where this channel is. That's where everybody is, where you'll be able to see what we're talking about and what you're hearing in the background. So you're not the only one here. There's a few others, but they're on the other stream. This is just the stream that I'm transferring people over to the other one because people don't get notified for that one yet. It looks like we're starting to get our notifications for that one, but everybody needs to, hey, quick, while you're here, boy, you need to turn those notifications on. That's why you ain't been seeing my streams. And same thing with Jay. You got to get those notifications. No problem, bro. No problem.
And speaking of the Bills, James Cook and them reportedly not in a good place right now because of contract negotiations, but he's still going to be for the team next year. Joe Milton says he views himself as a QB.
Dude, that Thanksgiving stream was wild, bro. That thing was wild. We had 35,000 viewers. That's that one day on Thanksgiving. We had 360 new subs to the community. In that one stream, we had 360 new subs come into that one stream. That was absolutely wild. We had like 400 and something likes. It was crazy. Yeah, Jay, you got it, bro. There you go. You in the place to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He won and is going to compete for the starting job no matter where he is. And finally, if you want trade rumors about Tyreek Hill...
I like the Milton trade. I like that, Van. I think that was a very good pickup. I think he has much more potential than Cooper Rush ever had. His ceiling is much higher than Cooper Rush's. Exactly, because you ain't been notified. Because I've been remember quick, I was talking about we were going to be upgrading my system. I was going to be buying a computer, and we were going to be streaming from another platform. All right, so I did that. We did that, and then what happened when I did that is the people that were watching the other streams that didn't have notifications turned on, they didn't see me live no more. They thought I wasn't live no more. But if you look on my channel, the lives have continued. They've gone crazy. So you just got to make sure those notifications are on. You good, quick. Go get your ass clean, boy.
Possibly going to the Eagles.
But yeah, make sure those notifications are on. That way you'll be notified when we go live here.
Make sure you're following. What team has become very interested in Shadur? The Eagles are trying to make a trade. Who's changing their number? Find out the answer to all these.
All right, so we got through that video. Let's go back. See what else is going on in the NFL. News and rumors. Latest Vikings. NFL draft rumor and speculations. This is all about the Vikings. Bobs. Eagles fans are calling themselves Bobs. What's this Bobs all about? Bobs EP 205. NFL draft and updates. But it's all Eagles. They're Bobs. I'm going to start calling Eagle fans Bobs from now on. All Eagle fans are now officially being called Bobs. Dude, you're just a Bob. Jay, you talking like an 80-yard throw. You talking he's throwing the ball 80 yards with the flick of a wrist. It is wild. All right, so breaking news: Detroit Lions news today. NFL. Oh, that sounds like a scam channel. That sounds like a scam channel. Look, more bobs. We got more bobs over here. These bobs are everywhere, man. We got these bobs everywhere. Yeah, he doesn't have the greatest accuracy. You are absolutely correct. But he can anticipate throws, and he's always looking downfield to find his receiver. I will admit, though, you're right, Carnage. His receivers have definitely helped him 100%. Wow, updates is Tuesday. Washington Commanders news 3 hours ago. What's going on with these fools?
What's up, Commanders fans? As this team continues to build towards something special, the front office is leaving no stone unturned.
Let us know. I ain't trying to listen to all your stuff.
Between Jaden Daniels' dynamic mobility, Austin Eckler's savvy veteran presence, and Brian Robinson Jr. pounding between the tackles, it was a three-headed monster that gave opposing defenses nightmares. Running back like Robinson Jr. headed...
Best thing on this screen is wearing 88.
The Browns are likely parting ways with Nick Chubb after his devastating injury in 2023, and they're...
Man, Nick Chubb's been on the free agency market now for a while. What are you talking about? He's just now parting ways. I know, right? Right, Jay? Everybody be switching. I don't think this guy's got any real news.
But in a league that's constantly valuing younger, cheaper, and more explosive backs, you can see why this...
There ain't even a Redskins in the channel right now. Wicked ain't here for me to worry about it. What is this?
I point the ball. He had a terrible quarterback over there at Arizona, and he do have short
talking about Tat
quickness with his
McMillan.
feet. Can he?
But he's on a live right now, so I'm not gonna go through and just bombard his live stream like that. That was a military ass shower for sure. Alright. I gotta find ones that are not. There we go. Go back with some AOC. AOC's always got all the updates.
In Dallas, as DeMarvion Overshown.
That'll be the next jersey I buy.
New jersey number next season. And I'm going to talk to you about why this actually indicates more than just an aesthetic change.
Dude, Sarah, that was like 2 minutes.
Dallas Cowboys star. On top of that,
which one? Which one are you talking about, Jay? You talking about Sanders or Javonte Williams? I've broke down, I have videos out right now, Jay, that are me breaking down. I have all the interviews of all the new incoming players that came in that we picked up. I got their introductory interviews on a live stream along with all the coaches. Yeah, man. That's what happens if you disappear for a long time. Pat's Pat, brother. He's not just a YouTube moderator. He's someone that's been around for about going on 6 years now, Messi. So Pat, you can take Pat's name up out of there. If you go look at Pat's chat history, I don't think you're even close to commenting near as many times as Pat has. Pat's the comment holder on the channel. Pat has the most comments on my channel. OCD. I know I got OCD. All right, Sarah, stay blessed. And Pat's not just a moderator. Pat's a manager. Pat's the manager of the channel. I don't know, Quick. I have no idea,
Dallas
brother.
Cowboys may have a full
Yo, what up,
plan
Hunter
for having
Prods?
a bona fide running back one after this year's
Xavier
NFL
Worthy.
draft.
Yeah, but they play two different positions. What up, Tampa? You in the wrong stream. And Hunter Prod, you are as well. If you click on my channel, there's 2 live streams. You're in this stream right here. You need to be in this stream so that you can watch what we're talking about on the videos right here. See? So go to the channel, click the thumbnail of my name, and go to the other channel, the other stream.
Even if they don't actually draft the guy, I'm gonna tell you why.
Carnage, you're a fool. What have you managed? You haven't managed to do anything.
May not even be that bad of an idea. Let's
Yes,
get
sir,
right into it,
Hunter.
and be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content every single day. Most of the time. Sometimes I need daily.
Toxic's in the
Let's get
house.
right into
I
it.
see him.
Boy, don't Demo look good in that number
Yeah,
0?
the Vikings had a hell of a good season. There you go, Hunter. You got it, bro.
AKA Agent Zero. His name starts with
There's a Texas Longhorn on the screen in the comment that's pinned, and on the screen in the player number 0. Lakers just got that ass. What up, Tampa? What up, Ryan? What's good? What's good? What's good?
the O. He flies around like he's a 007 agent, hired hitman,
Agent
gun
Zero.
fire. And I think the number 0 would just look absolutely amazing.
It's what he wore in college.
What player? What better
If I'm not
player
mistaken,
in
DeMarvion
Dallas Cowboys
Overshawn
history
wore
to
number
wear
0
number
in college.
for the very first time than DeMarvion Overshawn. Agent Zero. He can truly be Agent Zero if Jerry allows him to change his jersey number. Which
I don't know about all that
apparently,
quick.
After DeMarvion Overshawn teased us last few days ago, this was on April 3rd. This man posted tomorrow around noon. And then this dramatic countdown. He had all the fans in a tizzy. Everybody wondering, what is Demo talking about? What is he talking about? Is he going to be changing his number? And then he just dropped the ball. The man fell asleep. He told Wanye Thomas he fell asleep. He completely forgot. And he hasn't said anything else about it since. But now we have Clarence Hill dropping the bomb on us early this morning at 9:28 a.m. He said Agent Zero is returning. Stay tuned. It ain't about Rowdy anymore.
Yeah, he influences you guys to be toxic and full of carnage. That's the influence.
That's the slogan for the Texas Longhorns, which is the college team that DeMarvion Overshawn.
And actually, who first influenced you toxic was Barkley. Barkley was your first influence. The way you started talking to the ladies was the way Barkley used to do it. And you didn't do it until after Barkley left. After Barkley left, you started kind of taking on the Barkley role with how you spoke to ladies. And then you started talking, Carnage came in, and he started being foul, and you kind of followed in his footsteps. So yeah, he's been pivotal in your channel history or channel activity.
So played for which this has fans.
He's influenced you a lot.
Zero is going to number 0 for next season, and if that's the case, I'm gonna say this first of all before we get to the middle analysis part of this. I'm getting a jersey. Second of all,
Me too, AOC. Me too, bro.
this to me indicates more change in tradition for the Cowboys. And make no mistake about it, man. Anytime you can get an old crusty to change their ways, any of these old crusty dudes that was born all the way in yesteryear, and they are able to change their ways, it is a big
Yo,
deal.
Killian, you gotta do me a favor, bro. You're in the wrong stream. You gotta go to my channel. You're in here. You need to come up here, Killian. You need to come to this live stream. Go click the image for my channel, and then go to this live. But what's good, bro? We need to get you over there. We need to get your notifications turned on, Killian. That way you see when that type of live stream goes live. Because you're missing out on this content, where we're actually watching the video you're hearing.
And I think this is further signifying a change in culture, a change in focus for the Dallas Cowboys to where you're not putting your
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Barkley was Barkley. Barkley was the original Toxic, and then Toxic took over Barkley's role, and then he went ×2 when Carnage came in. He started following in Carnage's footsteps, and that's how he got the name Toxic.
Restriction on one of your actual players that's going to war on the field every Sunday for your organization. You're not putting restrictions on these guys.
No, you're right, Toxic. But you're also here half as much.
For a fuzzy ass mascot. And dude is buff though. Rowdy ain't got nothing against you. It's the mascot itself. It ain't you, bro. But this right here tells me that the Joneses, they're about to.
Hey, I appreciate everybody that's in this stream. I just want to let you know if you want to. Let me pause it. If you want to hear and watch this audio, you click the thumbnail to my screen on next to my name. You go to this live right here. You guys are in this one. You'll get this video. This is where we're live reacting to the audio that you're hearing. So if you go to the channel and click this live stream right here, you'll find this one. All right, we'll get back into it.
These guys to lean into their personalities more, really allow their personalities to come out more and more.
Or you guys are welcome to stay over here. That's up to you. That's completely fine as well. But you won't be able to watch the video with it. You'll be only able to listen to it.
Themselves. And I think that Agent Zero being able to make this change, man, this is going to...
YouTube took a comment away. Let me go look. Let me go look. I didn't even know they did. Softball season starts. I got you. I got you. What up, Backshots? What up, Killian? There you go. There you go. Hey, Killian, now make sure your notifications are turned on for the channel, because that way you'll get notified when we go live like this, and I won't have to keep making 2 streams. I'll only have to make the 1 stream. I'm having to do 2 now because I lost a lot of you guys because you weren't getting notified. And you guys probably thought that I wasn't going live no more, but we've been live damn near every day. So you just got to make sure you have that notification bell turned on, so you'll see when every time I go live like this right here, you'll have it. And if you're available, you'll be able to pop in.
The fan base. We just need all the positive stuff possible to happen to us, y'all, because it's been a lot of negative the last 2 calendar
Nah,
years.
you good, Killian. I just want to make sure everybody knows. That way they can, so you're not the only one, Killian. There's a ton of people that I've had to convert this back over. All right, quick, man. You stay blessed, brother.
It's been a lot of negative.
Backshots. What didn't he say? Yo, what didn't he say? That man says it all.
Outside of the 12-5 season, man, pretty much at the end of the Green Bay season to now, it's just been a lot of turmoil. So any bit of positive news is welcome news to us. Remember, DeMarvion Overshown revealed last season that the reason he couldn't wear number 0 is because, quote, he said that's Rowdy's number. And you know, I guess me and Rowdy going to have to duke it out, but no.
See, but the thing is 0 was never Rowdy's number. Rowdy's number is 00. 00 ain't the same as 0. Am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I wrong? I think I'm right. But 00 is not 0, and Rowdy wore 00, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Rowdy, my guy.
So why would that be a big thing? Like, why would the Jones previously not allow DeMarvion Overshown to wear 0 because it's Rowdy's number, but Rowdy wears 00?
And so I think Mr. Jones is going to hold on.
Philly Matt, bro, what it do? What it do? Where you been? You need to go back into my channel, Philly Matt. You are in this live. You need to come up here. This is where this live is, where everybody else is. You need to be on the one right here. And then you'll be able to watch the video for the audio.
To that number
and make sure those notifications are turned on, Philly Matt. They've been wondering where you been. You were getting close to losing that moderator. You've been dipped out on us.
After DeMarvion Overshown had an impressive showing last season.
Nemo's on the edge, too.
As long as he's able to stay healthy, man, I think DeMarvion Overshown is going to be a huge part of this defense for the foreseeable.
Man, DeMarvion Overshown, once he stays healthy, will be this defense. Like, let's be real. That man, the way he played the game, he played it the right way. There you go, Philly Matt. You got it, brother. You got it, Bob. You got it, Bobs. I'm sorry, Philly Matt, but the Eagles' names is now Bobs. I don't know what Bobs means, but I'm calling all Eagle fans Bobs now.
Future again. as long as health permits.
And make sure all y'all's notifications are turned on so that way you guys get notified when I go live so that I don't have to keep making these double streams.
Let's get into the second part of today's show, and that's the fact that the Cowboys could have an excellent fail-safe plan in place in case they are not able to draft an NFL running back in the first couple of rounds, in case the board doesn't fall that way, in case they...
I talked about this yesterday. Or maybe not yesterday, but the day before, I believe. We talked about that the Jets were possibly talking about trading up Bryce Hall or Priest Hall to get different trade acquisitions. No, you good? Nah, you good. Hey, bro, you good? Man, I understand. Man. I be working too. I understand.
skip out on a running back in round 1, and then
Carnage, stop repeating yourself. You're going to get timed out for spam.
teams that surprisingly take running backs that they weren't expecting to take before they get to pick 44. And let's say the Cowboys don't want to reach on a running back at 44. And let's say the board continues to fall in a way to where the Cowboys just have way better options and much better players they can pick than a running back, which I know a lot of y'all are cringing right now. Trust me, I'm with you, man. We need to pick.
Yeah, I'm not really interested. I think the running back in the draft will end up being better than Priest Hall has been. Priest Hall's been all right, but he hasn't been nothing to be like, oh, let's go get him. I agree, Killian. Let him know it. See, Killian's even a Bob's, and he still hates Sirianni because Sirianni cusses out his own fan base.
Pick a running back in the first 2 picks. We have to pick a running back in the first 2 picks. But as the chips continue to fall around the league, around the NFL, more options become available for the Cowboys, who look to be very
Carnage, you're evil, bro.
This offseason. And yet another very interesting trade piece is falling. It sounds like Jets head coach Aaron Glenn wants to shift to a running back committee, per Rich Simony. Simony notes the Jets may be open to trading Breece Hall if Ashton Jeanty is available at 7th overall. This is further reinforcing the idea that, one, Ashton Jeanty will not fall all the way to pick 12. He's not making it, y'all. Let it go. It's not happening. The Raiders...
I've been saying that. Everybody that's been like, but if he is available, we don't know. No, he ain't going to be available. The Jets are telling you right now that either the Jets are going to take him or the Raiders are going to take him. There's no way Ashton Jeanty falls to 12. It just don't happen. So it would have to be a miracle. He would have to have some huge news come out slandering his name, which the character of Ashton Jeanty is not that type of person. So I do not foresee that type of news coming out. I think that he's a very solid individual. I think he's always done things the right way. I don't think he's got no Zeke Elliott background type shit going on. I think they're not going to find nothing on Ashton Jeanty. So he's going to go way above where Dallas can pick him.
Yes, there's a few teams in on him that comes before us, the Bears. There's a few teams that will be in on him. It's just absolutely not.
It has some echo. It might be because... Hold on, let me see. Hey, why ain't nobody else telling me about this echo? Why y'all just letting me play on with this echo? Come on now, guys. Y'all supposed to be helping your brother out. Appreciate that, Matt. Appreciate that. Let me know if it gets better.
Not happening.
Let me get this headphones connected here. Connected.
Your mind off of it so you won't be disappointed.
All right, so you're going to play in my headphones?
Outside of that.
Come on. Come on now, get along. All together. Headphones connect. There we go.
This could actually work in the
Is it going to load into my ear?
Cowboys' favor.
What up, Billy?
Breece Hall is at the end of his rookie contract, and I know y'all are...
Should be loading. It just beeped. So I know it's connected. Why is it not switching over to my ear?
Man. If you...
There it goes. It just switched over, I think. Yeah. Let me know if the echo's still there. Yeah, it should be gone now, Philly Matt. The echo gone? The echo's still there? Or did I get it fixed? when that Riri that runs it realizes that's what's best for them. They don't even have a military or nothing. Like, they already damn near are a state of the United States. You can't hear the audio in it? Now you can't hear it at all? Be like Puerto Rico, be its own little Providence. Alright, well then I'll put the headset back out. The video is not muted. You can see the... hold on, let me move your... See, the video is not muted. You can see it there.
Cap hit.
I'll just play it like that.
Substantial, where he's actually hitting the cap from maybe 4 or 5 million.
Yo, Porter, what's good, brother? Yes, we will be live streaming it. You haven't been getting notifications because I changed how I stream. Turn your notifications on for the channel, Porter. Right now, you are in this live stream. You need to be in this live stream right here, Porter. That way you can watch what we're watching over here while I react to it. Alright. I have to... This live stream is literally just a live stream to get people to realize that we've been live this whole time.
Season, and at that point, you have a very young running back who's only 23 years old. It looks like he will be 24 by the time the season starts. Will be 24 by the time the season starts. He's an NFL experienced guy.
That's hilarious, Billy. Can you put some WD-40 on these wrenches? They don't work no more. Oh, Billy, get him.
You know he's good. You know he still has his legs under him. Even after coming off of that injury, he's shown that he still has burst. I mean, he broke for like a 60-yard run or something, like on his second carry coming back from that ACL. So I'm not really concerned about the ACL or anything like that. And I think that a Breece Hall could be a very, very interesting option if the running back...
Hey, and y'all need to get the damn likes up. The share stream has got more likes than the mainstream. Shouldn't be like that.
That you really, really like as the Dallas Cowboys come up.
What it do, bro? That DK, you in the wrong stream, even though it looked like you changed your name. Look, I'm gonna show you, DK. You need to go. See, that's the stream you need to be on. Right now, DK, you're right here. You guys are all in this stream. You need to go to my channel, click the image next to my name, go to my channel, and go into this stream so that you guys can watch the full video. You guys are just in the wrong stream. I have 2 streams loaded right now so that I can transfer people over because people haven't been getting notified. Alright, back into the video, guys.
The board. Now, remember, the Cowboys are looking at potentially double dipping. Now, they could possibly draft the running back in the first couple of rounds and then bring a Breece Hall in if they really want to have a shored-up running.
Probably before Philly Matt. Probably before. We've been in there since the 60s. That was before Carnage was born.
Back room. They could easily
That's when it all started.
Breece Hall and then have Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams and Deuce Vaughn essentially compete for that third.
All that crisis, that's been going on ever since John Kennedy got killed. John Kennedy got killed, and that's how long ago that this crisis in America started. Hey, it's greater than it's been in other generations, though.
Running back role, which is going to be more of like a gadget.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you.
Breece Hall and that Ricky running back that you drafted, and that right there is a hellacious running back room. That would instantly give you a running back room on par with
Same
like
channel,
Detroit
other
Lions had
stream,
with a David
but thank you.
Montgomery and a Jahmyr Gibbs. That would instantly give you one of the better running back rooms in the entire NFL. Adding a Breece Hall for a late round pick, especially since the Jets, he only has this season coming up is his only season of control for the
There
team.
you go.
Going out to get him.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
not
that's
they would have to
DK,
give up
right?
Premium picks or anything like that.
I'm pretty
You could
sure that's
possibly
DK
flip
if I'm not
a couple of those
mistaken.
7th rounders that you have, or a 6th rounder or something.
Just
and get a
changed the
Breece
way his
Hall
name
and
is.
Pair him with one of these rookies, man. And I think that gives you a veteran that still has a lot of tread left on those tires, that you know is a bona fide weapon in the NFL still. And you're not counting on Miles Sanders to turn back the clock or Javonte Williams to be healthy again. You know what Breece Hall is. And then you get a rookie and a guy to kind of...
Is someone going to piss on America? Ain't going to give him a golden shower? Y'all messed up.
behind the Breece Hall, and when Breece Hall's gone, that rookie can take over completely and then kind of rinse, wash, and repeat and keep a two-back kind of system going in Dallas. I think that right there is how you really solidify that the run game is where you're leading this team to, right? I think that's how you really solidify that the run game is where the attention is going to be on the offensive side of the ball, and trying to really establish that. And you need the guns to be able to do that. And you don't want to be trying to run out dudes that you don't know if they still got it or not, and try to think that they're going to be able to carry your team offensively via the run game. Remember, the Seattle Seahawks and Brian Schottenheimer's there, they also ran a two-back system with two guys that were pretty damn good under Brian Schottenheimer. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that you can see the Cowboys kind of potentially ask about a Breece Hall, but it's nothing I'm expecting. I'm just kind of talking about this to kind of talk about the fits. Anything that the Cowboys could use, a running back, cornerback, wide receiver, something like that. When those guys become available, we are going to discuss it, y'all. I'm not saying that they're going to go get them, but we are going to discuss it. You're looking at a guy in Breece Hall that's never ran for over 1,000 yards yet, although he has...
I'd rather keep freaking Rico Dowdle than take Breece Hall. I would rather, at least Rico Dowdle had a 1,000-yard season. Breece Hall is yet to have a 1,000-yard season. He's been a starter for 3 years.
Had an over 4 yard per carry average, even coming
17 game average.
ACL injury, and even in that
Rico had 1,000 yards in 10 games. This man can't get it in 17. He can't get it in 17.
New York Jets offense, and we knew what that offense looked like. So he had.
Nah, you good, Didi? Go get feeling better, girl. I appreciate you being here.
Been a very good player in the NFL, and he's a hell of a threat receiving the ball out of the
I don't even know who R. Kelly
Cowboys
is.
really want a running back that can receive that ball out the backfield. This man had damn near as many receiving yards out the backfield last season as he had rushing. He had 876 rushing yards, 483 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns receiving, 5 touchdowns rushing the ball. So I really, really like a Breece Hall. Now, something that he's going to have to really clean up.
Well, I mean, if when I turn the echo off, if it's turning the audio off, which, oh, let me stop it. Let me see if I can get it back, because it should have the audio already on it. Let me go get it. Turn audio on. So also share stream audio. So this should be sharing the audio.
And something that could bring his potential contract value down to make him affordable for the Cowboys. Is he does
what up, Tampa?
A little bit too much for my liking. Specifically last season, he was throwing the ball a lot.
Yo, Jeff, what it do, bro? You in the wrong stream again. Look, you need to go to my channel. Click that thumbnail on this live stream. You're in here. You're right here right now, Jeff. Go into this channel. Or not this channel, this live stream. It's the same channel, different live stream. There's two live streams. You need to go into the alternate live stream. This one is just a transfer. And make sure y'all's notifications are turned on so that I don't have to keep doing these dual streams. Alright, so now can you hear the audio now? Please tell me if you can hear the audio. There's your R. Kelly moment. Now we have another video here to get in about Tyreek Hill. So can you guys hear the audio? Can you guys hear that audio from this video? Tampa, you gotta go in the other stream. All right, so then yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with the echo. I'll have to figure a way to get it without the echo, but yeah, for now we'll have to just deal with the echo. All right, I'm gonna start the video over. This is a video by microphone. It's Tyreek Hill is getting traded again. So he posted this about 8 hours ago. If you end up liking this video, go check out microphone. He puts out some decent content. I'm not his biggest fan or his biggest supporter. I don't even think I'm not even subbed to his channel because I don't agree with a lot of his thoughts. Welcome back, Tampa. Welcome back. All right, so we're gonna play this video here.
You know what?
This may be the last video of the night. What up, Vic? What it do? What it do? Hey, bro, or Unk. Right now, if you click into my channel, click the thumbnail on this live stream, you're in this stream right here. You need to go into this one. This is a transition stream to get people to realize that we're live here so that you get to watch the audio. You get to watch the video that goes with the audio that we're listening to. So yeah, if you just click the thumbnail that shows you my channel, and then go to the other live stream with the blue star and the RR star, and you'll find where we're all at. I appreciate you though. What's good? They're not trading Dak though, Vic. That's not happening. That was a bunch of false rumors they got put out. But I'm listening to right now. We're talking about this is a post about Tyreek Hill is now being traded again.
What I got, I'm blessed with, the situation.
We've been hearing rumors about him going to multiple different teams, including the Cowboys. Micah Parsons is pushing for him to come to the Cowboys. I don't know if they'll do it with the money that he wants to make, but at the same time, it may not be about that because him and Micah Parsons have a relationship, as in they both work in the same foundation, which is Micah's foundation. So we'll definitely have to check it out and see what this guy's trading about.
God has put me in.
But when we heard you after the Week 18 game, it sounded like you didn't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, full accountability of what I said, man. Like I don't deserve to say anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
In the 2022 offseason, the Miami Dolphins decided to make a huge blockbuster trade that completely altered the course of the NFL. Tyreek Hill was in negotiations with the Kansas City Chiefs to extend his contract, and once he saw the money that Davante Adams was offered after being traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, he himself demanded a trade. The two teams that were in the race to get Tyreek Hill were both the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins, and he eventually chose to go to the Miami Dolphins, a decision that was 100% fueled by, well, Tyreek Hill told us himself.
It's tough. It's tough, man, but if somebody comes to you with a lot of money, it changes.
It changes you. I like to play for the money. I don't play for the love of the game. I'm quick. I'm fast. I can catch the ball. But I'm in for the money.
It changes. The feelings start to change a little bit.
It didn't take Tyreek Hill very long to begin stirring the pot, immediately saying things like this.
As far as accuracy-wise, I'm going with Tua all day.
And ultimately, this seemed like a home run decision for Tyreek Hill.
Except Tua wasn't able to stay healthy for him to be able to throw the ball to him.
Not only did he get to spend his biggest contract in sunny Miami, but it also seemed to be a great decision for his career. In his first season with the Miami Dolphins, he had over 7...
Do what? I don't know who's going to Tampa. I have no idea.
1,700 receiving yards.
I haven't
and
heard
7
nothing about
touchdowns,
anything
while
going to
still being
Tampa.
named an AP First Team All-Pro. He also finished top 5 in Offensive Player of the Year voting.
Yeah, this is microphone, not Flight Mike. I think Flight Mike his brother, or him and his brother both make videos.
Tyreek Hill was able to replicate that same success in the 2023 season, getting 1,799 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns with the Miami Dolphins. The one thing that sucked throughout this era, though, was his former team, the Kansas City Chiefs, were experiencing the same team success without him, winning back-to-back Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill on the roster. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a decision that he really cared about because...
There you go. Hey, Vic, that can't get traded, Vic. It's not going to happen. He cannot be traded, especially this year. His contract dictates that he cannot be traded. He would have to lift that trade clause. He's not getting traded. We got Dak for at least 2 more years. Maybe 3, but at least 2. You out, Messi? Man, stay blessed, brother.
Because Tyreek got paid, and he still was experiencing...
Yeah, microphone's always making videos. But I mean, I don't always agree with what he says, but I'm just listening to what he's saying in this video to see what's going on with Tyreek.
Tremendous individuals.
And then obviously I'm going to have to go do my own research on it to see if anything's accurate.
Success, and he already had won a Super Bowl. But things would get really ugly during the 2024 season. His starting QB that was more accurate than Patrick Mahomes went down with a concussion in the second game of the NFL season, and the Miami Dolphins never really recovered from that moment, losing 3 straight games before barely winning a game with the New England Patriots. Tua would return in Week 8 against the Arizona Cardinals, but by the end of Week 9, when the Miami Dolphins would lose to the Buffalo Bills, the Dolphins were stuck with a 2-6 record and had a huge hole to climb themselves out of. But the worst part is, despite Tyreek Hill being fully healthy throughout the season, this team would never truly recover. In terms of individual success, Tyreek Hill had his worst season to date as a member of the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins would not make it to the playoffs either, finishing with an 8-9 record and a lot of questions at the conclusion of their season.
Finishing with a garbage record that made Tyreek Hill say that, yo, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
And one of those questions had to do with what Tyreek Hill's future with the team was. Tyreek would still stir the pot throughout the regular season. Entering his 3rd season with the Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Hill would continue to stir the pot, saying things like this.
My agent, he called me. He was like, yo, we got to get the Chiefs on the phone and we got to make something shake. And I told him, I was like, Drew, like I don't want to break up, something special. Obviously I want to be the highest paid. Obviously I got goals of my own, but, I don't want to break up, something special that we got here in KC. Let's at least, maybe not top it, but at least get somewhere close to it.
Despite him being on record saying that he left the Kansas City Chiefs for more money, which no one...
All right, Tampa. Stay blessed, brother.
...was really holding against
Make sure your notification bell's turned on. That way you get to see live next time.
If somebody comes to you with a lot of money, it changes.
And this wouldn't be the only time that Tyreek Hill would address this. 2 years ago, he also said on Club Shay Shay that he wanted to stay on the Kansas City Chiefs, but they weren't using him enough.
It would be some games where, I get 2 targets, I get 3 targets, and we'll go into meetings and my coach will be like, hey, we got to get you involved, And I'm like,
Yesterday, don't tell about it today.
Exactly. You know how to, the feeling. So I'm calling my agent every week after they say some crazy stuff like that, bro, I got to get out of here. So I talked to Coach Andy Reid and I'm like, Coach, I don't even need to be the highest paid receiver. I just want to be taken care of, and I want to stay with Kelsey. I want to stay with Pat. I want to stay with my brother. Take care of your boy, man. Just make me 25 M's. You know what I'm saying?
So obviously, Tyreek Hill...
25 M's for a wide receiver right now sounds good. Vic, that's not necessarily how it works. It may be a high side. It depends. If you trade for him and then restructure his deal, you can drop this year's salary cap to a minimal drop. And then backload his end of his contract. Yes, that could end up leaving you with a dead cap hit, but if the salary cap continues to go up like it is, it may not be that big of an effect. For real, for real.
Was feeling a little conflicted about the decision that he ended up making. A decision that, once again, nobody really faulted him.
I'm not saying the Cowboys necessarily are going to trade for him, though. It depends. It depends on what a team does. The salary cap can be diced up into many different flavors. It just depends on what a team's wanting to pay. And I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be the Cowboys, but whoever it may be.
The NFL's a very
Depends on how bad they want him.
1 second you're playing at the top of your game, next thing you know, you could be out of the league within 2 years. I mean, just ask Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown's a different situation. This man was wild. Like, this man quit on his team, middle of a game, took his uniform off, and danced in damn near in the end zone.
Or Julio Jones. In a blink of an eye, you can get injured, and your
Julio Jones
could change forever.
He kind of fell off
really
a cliff.
Didn't fault Tyreek.
Julio Jones kind of fell off a cliff as far as like being relevant.
For this decision, and it's a very difficult decision to make. But things would get really interesting following the Miami Dolphins' final game of the season.
Oh yeah, the man. They had Wicked all pissed off one day, and he was talking about pull up.
Straight up said that he wanted to leave the Miami
That was
Dolphins.
a crazy stream.
For me, like I said, man, I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here, or if that's wherever the case may be, man, I'm finna open that door for myself, dog.
What up, Cali Rich? What it do, bro? What it do? Hey, just to let you know, you're in the secondary live stream. This is just here for me to let people know that the real live stream is on my channel. There's two. If you click the thumbnail that takes you back to my channel, you click on the other one with the blue star that has R, with the R upside down and the star. Hey, baby. Your baba's right behind you. Look, I'll show you. Here. Give it a second to load. What do you need? I know you just woke up. You need to go back to sleep. There you go. Get you a blanket. Let me get you a blanket. There's your video. Alright, but yeah. You're on this stream right here. You need to go to this stream. One second, let me grab a blanket. Alright, we back like Shaq and Kobe.
I'm out, bro.
This isn't just something he said in the spur of the moment. Following this interview that went viral, Tyreek Hill thanked Dolphin Nation, saying, "Love Fin Nation, blessing y'all open doors."
I guess so. I told him not to. I tried to take it off the stream.
Immediately
I tried to take his address off the stream.
After this, his head coach, Mike McDaniel, would try to defuse the situation by saying this.
I was informed that he was unavailable. I was not informed that it was a new injury. And, I think that point in time, my focus was on the players. And I didn't take the time to go try to figure out more into.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with South Carolina. I live in North Carolina.
That there was guys on the field that were competing.
Oh, here, look. All right. So, I'll show you real quick. Say you're in this live stream right here. The one that I'm on right now that I'm talking to you on. If you click the thumbnail that shows my channel, you just click this thumbnail. It'll bring you to my channel. And then when you go down, there's two live streams going on. This is the one that you're in right now. You need to go into this channel so that way you can see the audio and visuals to what you're hearing in the background. And that's where most everybody else is. So that's how you do it.
We were trying to win a game, so my focus was there.
And if fans were wondering whether this was an issue with his head coach or his general manager, the Dolphins came out and stood pat by their head coach and GM, saying that they're retaining Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer for the 2025 season. Fans assumed that everything was going to be fine with the Miami Dolphins and Tyreek Hill was going to return, and he was just emotional in that spur of the moment because he is the ultimate competitor, which is again Tyreek Hill contradicting himself because he literally ultimately left the most competitive situation he had to make extra money, which is once again a decision that I can't fault him for. But the thing is, if you took a look at the Miami Dolphins salary cap situation, you knew that the writing was on the wall for Tyreek Hill. He just had his worst season to date with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins barely have any cap space for the foreseeable future.
There you go,
after
Callie.
paying Tua Tagovailoa a 4-year, $212 million.
There you go, Callie. You got it, bro. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, make sure your notifications are turned on for the channel. That way you get to know every time we go live. That's the only reason why people aren't seeing this stream is because they're not notified. That's the only reason why I'm making 2 streams is so that people can get notified on this channel because they're not. So I'm trying to help transfer people over.
Contract the offseason prior. And we've addressed this on this YouTube channel a lot. Whenever you have a quarterback on a rookie scale contract, you're way more aggressive when it comes to adding talent around him. Whether it was the Houston Texans trading for Stephon Diggs last year to help CJ Stroud a little bit more, or even the Chicago Bears.
Did that really help CJ Stroud though? CJ Stroud took a step back, kind of plateaued out and took a step back on that sophomore year. But people seem to think that Jaden Daniels won't do the same. They seem to think that he ain't going to take a step back.
Trading for Keenan Allen and drafting Rome Odunze to make Caleb Williams a little bit more comfortable. I think the best indication of this happening is even this offseason, where the Washington Commanders went on a spending spree to make a team that made it to the NFC Championship even stronger, getting Jaden Daniels, Deebo Samuel to take some of the pressure off of Terry McLaurin and also give Cliff Kingsbury more weapons on offense to make it a little bit more.
Deebo Samuel ain't nothing to worry about.
Versatile because Deebo Samuel's skill set is
right, Philly Matt. Right.
Very unique when he's at the top of his game. But probably my favorite example is none other than the New England Patriots, who brought in Carlton Davis, Harold Landry, Morgan Moses, Austin Hooper, and most famously, the contract that you heard the most about, Stephon Diggs. Whenever you have a quarterback on a rookie scale contract, this is your opportunity to go all in on trying to make him as comfortable as possible. And Tua's rookie scale contract is now gone. Tua's contract jumps from $10 million in 2024 to $39 million in 2025, and then from 2026 to 2028 it jumps to $56 million.
What's good, Trent? What's good, brother? You on the alternate stream? You need to go click into my channel and go into the other stream, Trent. That way you can watch the audio.
$3 million and $65 million.
After this video, though, we will be logging off because we've already gone past 11 o'clock was the time frame I was going to be getting off at, and it's 11:15. But we're going to finish this video here first.
When you take a look at the Miami Dolphins salary cap situation, the individual that's making the most money and has the...
I don't care how motivated he is. He's also saying that he doesn't want to run... He's also saying that he doesn't want to run the ball no more. That's what made Deebo great. Deebo is not a pure wide receiver. He needs to run the ball. He's not going to do good as just a pure wide receiver. He's not. He's not that talented. He can only do good when he's running the ball. That's where he made his bread and butter. That's where he made his name.
The greatest cap hit, aside from Tua, is none other than Tyreek Hill. When you take a look at the Miami Dolphins,
there you go, Trent.
For the 2026.
Make sure those notifications are turned on, everybody. That way you can get notified, so I can stop making these dual streams.
Season, they only have $4.87 million in cap space, which made Tyreek Hill a very quick contender to be traded during draft night in a few weeks from now. Tyreek Hill was aware of this, and he wasted no time in once again stirring the pot, which is once again a huge contradiction because on February 7th, 2025, he came out and said that he wants to remain with the Dolphins. And
yeah, but that statement was a generalized statement that Tyreek made after he had publicly said he's leaving. You know what that statement is? That's the statement that the team told him to make. The team was like, bro, you're not leaving. Go redact that statement and tell people that you're staying with the Miami Dolphins. So then he did. He went and said it. But now it's coming out that he ain't wanting to stay with the Miami Dolphins. He wants to leave. So that clearly shows that that was a statement that the team pushed him to say.
And publicly apologized to Tua.
What up, Rip? What it do, what it do? Bro, you in the wrong stream. You need to click my thumbnail for my channel and go to the alternate stream with the blue star. That's where we are, where you'll get to see the videos to the audio you're hearing.
I'll ask you, do you want to be a Miami Dolphin?
I do. I don't want to go nowhere. I love it. My family loves it. Kids absolutely love being on the beach every morning. So it's an amazing thing.
You can be on the beach every morning in many different cities.
Man, we are really
Miami is not the only city that has a beach.
building something special in Miami. We made it to the playoffs the first 2 years. Obviously, this year was hard, but if guys continue to buy in, into what coach is building.
Tyreek, you're not even bought in. There you go, Rip. There you go, brother. You got it. You're not even bought in, though, Tyreek.
Culture that, he's trying to build. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. Well, for me, I love to show guys, my hard work.
See these lines and stuff in this video? This is the kind of stuff that I need to go do to the network videos so that I can air them without getting copyright strike. That's an edit, Vic. This video's after this one's around the Super Bowl of this year.
By just
Super
going to
Bowl
practice
week.
every day, busting my tail, showing up to meetings on time, just doing everything the right way, the exact way.
Yeah, this actual video that we're watching was made today, 8 hours ago. But this video was taken of Tyreek at the Super Bowl week.
Pro is supposed to be. I want to be the best, and that's kind of what has helped me, stay in this league and be successful in this league, just by doing the right thing. So I want to continue doing that. I don't want to fall off who I am or who my parents raised me to be.
He then addressed whether there's any possibility of him having beef with his QB that he praised a few seasons.
The beef with his QB is his QB can't stay healthy. That man gets a concussion if someone flicks his ear.
Ago.
Tua, he's my guy. Always will be my guy, no matter what, man. And I'm sure he understands.
That sounds like a backhanded compliment right there, if you ask me. Tua is my guy, and he always will be my guy. That's a backhanded compliment. That right there is a backhanded. You're just waiting for him to say, but. Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well, Rip. Yes, sir. A lot of times I'll be on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. That's why I do this stream. When I first started doing this stream here, I didn't realize that it wasn't getting me put in the notifications on YouTube. So I was losing all my YouTube community. That's the reason why I've made the alternate stream, so that when I go live directly from YouTube, everybody comes to it. So I'm like, hey, if I can just get people to go over here and turn their notifications on, I won't have to make 2 live streams no more, because it's a pain in the butt. And it's distracting in the middle of the video because I gotta, hey, bring you over here. And you're not the only one, Rip. There's tons of people. There's tons of people. I lost 70 people out of my community because of the transition from me going from just streaming on YouTube to streaming on a platform that shares me across 3 different platforms. So, man, make sure those notifications are turned on.
As my frustration, we all want to win. Tua, he's another competitor. He's a hell of a competitor. A lot of people don't know that. He's a winner. He's consistent. I'm looking forward to just us continuing to build our relationship, and even more.
Man, how confident is that face right there? What up, V Prince? What it do? What's good, bro? You're RP? RIP? That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate you coming through and showing love on the second channel.
I love it.
And this is my public apology.
This is important. So is that what that is? Please.
This is my public apology to you, Tua. I love you, bro.
Now things.
Man, that's so backhanded. That's so backhanded.
Go very quiet until.
That's a compliment a quarterback doesn't want to have, because it sounds like a compliment. Hey, I love you, but I'm not. I'm out, bro. But I'm out. Well, we could build together outside of the football realm. I'm gonna be on another team. Sorry, Tua. I don't want to flick you in your ear and give you a concussion.
Tyreek Hill.
Those backhanded compliments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Might have no choice.
Oh, you got me on the Twitch. There you go. There you go.
A tweet saying, "Ben's Nation, would you be open to trading Tyreek Hill?" Jason OTC quoted this tweet that was asked, "Who is the?"
Says probably Tyreek Hill, biggest draft night trade player candidate. We know he's leaving. This man's leaving. It's where is he going to go is the question.
Biggest draft
What
night
up,
player
Walt?
trade
Came in at
candidate,
the
and he
end,
said
but I'll
following
take it.
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill will quote tweet this with a peace sign and then another.
So he quoted it with a peace sign, probably Tyreek Hill, and another peace sign, and then a laughing emoji. This man ain't staying in Miami.
And for anyone thinking that I'm just taking a narrative and I'm twisting it just so I can throw out some trade rumor, Tyreek Hill would then try to clarify what his tweets meant.
Yo, what up, Wyatt Jasper? What it do, what it do? He might be. He might be. Fred Warner's a dog. But hey, bro, click on the thumbnail for my live stream. It takes you to my channel. And go to the live stream that has the blue star. You're in the alternate live stream. This one is just for me to show you that we're live. And then that's the one where you'll watch the video that we're listening to.
I just gotta say this, bro.
Yes, sir. Anybody beats Philly is good. Them bombs.
No days for granted. But if you say something on Twitter, I have.
Oh, hold on. Let me get this back at the beginning. I missed it.
I just gotta say this, bro. I love being a Dolphin, bro, with all my life, bro. I don't take no days for granted. But if you say something on Twitter, I have no choice but to troll.
So Tyreek is obviously trolling, and then he posted this onto TikTok.
Hold that thought, I'm gonna call you back. Oh, Lord.
But here's where it gets...
Oh, he shaved his head. He's about to be do-rag Tyreek and pull a quick move on Miami. I don't know about that exact trade package, but I would be interested in trading for Tyreek. I need to know what the actual deal is going to look like, though, because he's going to want to be re-signed. He's going to want to be extended because he's about played out his contract there, so he's going to want to be extended. So what is that going to look like? I know we can capitalize on that and get it so that the salary cap this year is low, and maybe we can get Miami to eat some of their, who knows? I definitely think that there's a possibility for it. I know for a fact that Micah Parsons is pushing for it. See, but that's the thing, Prince. That's the thing. Jerry Jones isn't running things right now in Dallas. If you haven't noticed, Jerry Jones is falling back. Those 2 to 3 interviews a week we were getting from Jerry Jones are long gone. Who are we seeing in the media now? We're seeing... Yeah, I know you said Dallas, but there could be multiple places that he could go. I'd like to have him in Dallas, but at the end of the day, it's any man's game, but it's just crazy. Stephen Jones has taken the forefront, and not only is Stephen Jones taken the forefront of the Cowboys, his title has changed. Stephen Jones' title with the Cowboys used to be Vice President of Player Personnel and Chief Operating Officer. So his title has now changed to Co-Owner and Chief Operating Officer. So I think we are currently witnessing the fallback of Jerry Jones taking a back seat. Maybe because of an illness. Maybe it's just due to age. Maybe his family is pushing for it. Whatever it is, the process for the Dallas Cowboys this offseason has been different. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or bad, but it's been different. We can't trade Dak, though, Vic. He has a no-trade clause in his contract. Dak would have to lift that trade clause. Yes, sir. Christopher for Cowboys. I have seen you. Bro, do me a favor. Do me a solid. Watch what I'm going to show you guys. All right, so you need to go here. Click. All right, so you need to go click the thumbnail. Let it load for a second. Click the thumbnail for my channel next to my name on this live stream. And you'll see that you guys are here right now. Anybody in this stream right now that we're talking to, you need to go to this live stream so that you can see the visuals for what we're playing. And this is where everybody else is. So click into my channel and go to the other live stream with the blue star. I have 2 live streams right now. This one is just for me to notify people, to let them know that we're live on a better stream. Because they're not getting notifications. You guys need to turn your notifications on for me. What up, Dave? Another Bob? We got another Bob in the building. We got another Bob in the building. These Bobs come out of nowhere.
Really complicated. Trading for Tyreek Hill might be one of the most complicated trades that you can make. And
if you're wondering why I'm calling, there you go. Yes, sir, Christopher. You got it, bro. You in the right spot. You in the place to be. If you're wondering why I'm calling Eagle fans Bobs, it's strictly because I've been seeing a ton of videos for the Eagles on YouTube's, and all of the titles say B-O-B-S. They're all apostrophed, obviously, but that spells Bobs in my book, so I'm calling every Eagle fans now Bobs. Sorry,
the thing is,
not
the
sorry.
Miami Dolphins are very much motivated to trade Tyreek Hill. He's coming off of his worst season since entering the league. He's 31 years old. He has a $51.5 million...
Carter. Did I say Cowboys are doing this? You missed out. I didn't say Cowboys are doing this. I'm not necessarily talking about the Cowboys right now. I'm just talking about the trade rumors behind Tyreek Hill. Who he goes to is any man's game. I would take him, though.
2026. But the problem is, if the Miami Dolphins were to trade Tyreek Hill, they wouldn't really get a
They lost a lot.
return for him. It would be very simple.
Yeah, they lost a lot of DBs and D-line, and then they bring in one DB and a running back. They bring in a running back because now they expect Saquon's probably going to get hurt. You know, he's following in the CMC footsteps. No, you good, Carter. He's following in the CMC footsteps, where CMC went to San Fran and had his only healthy season and a half. And now he's been hurt, like he was when he was a Panther. All right, Saquon had his healthy season. He'll get about a half a season, and then he's going to be hurt like he was for the Giants all the time. That's why they went and got a running back. My opinion only, not factual, but it's what I feel.
Houston Texans, it wouldn't be a scenario where the Dolphins would get a first or a second round pick. So with that being said, you might be wondering what are the teams that are most likely interested in Tyreek Hill. One suggestion comes from the 33rd team, where the Dallas Cowboys trade the number 44 pick and a 2020.
So here's a trade pitch right here with the Cowboys. Cowboys receive wide receiver Tyreek Hill, 25 pick number 98. So still in the top 100. I'll take it. Is that a 4th round pick? 2025 pick number 44 and 2026 3rd round pick. That is a trade that I would do. I'm not trying to jinx him, Rep. Not really. I mean, I'm knock on wood. I'm just saying what history dictates. That's just what his history dictates. That he doesn't get to play multiple seasons healthy. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that Christian McCaffrey had the same type of patterns. And then look at where Christian McCaffrey's been. And Saquon's starting to follow those same patterns. Will Saquon end up in the same position? I don't know. Maybe not. Hopefully not. I don't wish anybody to be hurt. Yeah.
3rd round pick in return for Tyreek Hill and the 98th overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft. A lot of this would depend on how
That's a trade that I would definitely do.
much salary the Miami Dolphins would be okay with eating. Another trade.
And that's exactly what I was saying. It depends on what they would eat for the salary cap, because we know Tyreek's going to want a new deal. You absolutely right, Philly Matt. I'm not saying I know for a fact. I'm not a psychic. I'm saying my opinion. You're right. It is theoretical. I can't pronounce, right? I'm dyslexic, and that just is what it is. You'll get over it. What up, everybody over here? If you click the thumbnail that takes you to my channel, you will realize there's 2 live streams. This is the alternate live stream for me to let you know that you need to go to the other live stream with the blue star on my channel. This one, you only hear the audio. That one's the video. But we are coming to a close here, but that's the audio, and you guys need to turn on your notifications so that I can stop making 2 live streams and you guys get notified for the right one.
The Baltimore Ravens giving up their 2nd round pick in the 2025 NFL draft and a 5th round pick in the 2020.
Philly Matt, again, I'm not saying it as if it's going to happen. I'm saying that's what I think could happen. It's a hypothetical. Not a theoretical, but it's a hypothetical. It's not theoretical, but it is hypothetical. What up, God? I'm going to have to call you King, or I'm going to go back to calling you Best, actually.
26th NFL draft in return for Tyreek.
I can't call any other man God or King, so you're just going back to Best.
Hill. This would
but
give
make
the
sure
Miami Dolphins picks 13.
Make sure your notifications are turned on so that you guys get notified when we go live, because that's why I'm making 2 streams, because people aren't being notified when I go live from my platform. So I have to go live directly from YouTube and direct them to my channel, and then they'll see that there's 2 live streams, and then they click the right live stream, and then they'll be in the one that they need to be in. So anybody in here, click the thumbnail that takes you to my channel and go to the live stream that has a blue star. There's 2 live streams.
48, 59, and 98 in the first 3 rounds. It would get them under the salary cap, and it's a very deep wide receiver.
Yeah, and I don't think that I don't think that the Lions are going to have 2 hurt seasons in a row like they did. Let's call you Crew. You mean your name wasn't God is Best? This isn't God is Best? You're a different person? Hey, that's all right. Well, then I'll call you Crew.
Receiver draft. They would also not have to worry about paying Tyreek Hill for the foreseeable future. This trade would give the Baltimore Ravens a bona fide wide receiver 1 for Lamar Jackson. And personally, I'm a huge fan of an offense that features Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Tyreek Hill. But probably
that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
My favorite.
And good thing Nemo's not here to glaze the crap out of it.
Team that can make a run at Tyreek Hill that makes the most sense this year and for future seasons.
You good, RIP?
The Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers still have $31 million in cap space, but they have the 2nd most cap space in the entire NFL in 2026. They currently don't have a true wide receiver 1, although they did bring back one of their former wide receivers on a prove-it deal in Mike Williams. So currently they have Mike Williams, Ladd McConkey, and Quentin Johnson as pass catchers for Justin Herbert.
With the drop.
Mike Williams, the Chargers also signed Jalen Reagor, and these aren't
call a man a pass catcher and he couldn't catch the ball.
At receiver 1s, Mike Williams has been inconsistent with staying on the field during his Chargers tenure.
Oh, well, that was before I knew you Best. But I'll call you Crew. Or I call you by the name that you go by in real life, like I was for a little bit on your channel. But it don't matter to me. How's your channel going, Crew? Is it doing good?
McConkey has proven to be a very capable wide receiver for the Chargers, but pairing Tyreek Hill with Ladd McConkey, Justin Herbert, and the Los Angeles Chargers running game sounds like a recipe for success. Even furthermore, this gives Tyreek Hill the opportunity.
It could be. It could be. How is Tyreek still got the same speed that he had before? He wouldn't race ISO speed. But we're probably not going to see Joe Milton unless Dak gets hurt, which I'm not going to hope on that either. Goddamn burp.
To face off against the Kansas City Chiefs twice a year, and we all know that would be must-see TV. Out of all trade scenarios, a trade to the Los Angeles Chargers is certainly the most realistic here. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think?
Look at him doing the Ray Lewis.
Is actually about to get traded, or do you think he's just trying to keep himself in the headlines? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I don't know if you guys heard, but Aaron Rodgers has completely lost it. We have a separate video on that, and I'll leave it in the end screen, and I'll meet you guys there.
That's crazy.
I'm dropping our mic.
That's crazy, guys. That's absolutely crazy. Hey, but yo, it's been fun. I went over about a half hour over the time that I said I was going to go. So hopefully y'all enjoy. Anybody that's still on this stream, you guys are on the absolute wrong stream. This is the alternate stream. I have 2 live streams going. The other live stream is the one you need to be in. It is the one with the blue star on my channel. But, hey, I appreciate everybody that's came in here, hung out, shared their time with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all as my community. Y'all are amazing. Ryals Cowboys. We're about to be out. So y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay great. Make tomorrow great on purpose. And hey, treat everybody right, because you never know what everybody's going through. We out. Peace.